Today, I want to talk about a movie that stands out for its flashy fashion. In 2006, I watched the film The Devil Wears Prada after reading the book. This movie vividly illustrates the profound truth that, in life, we ultimately walk the paths we choose for ourselves.
Andrea Sachs, played by Anne Hathaway, is a small-town girl who graduates from a prestigious university with dreams of becoming a journalist. Confident after serving as editor-in-chief at her college newspaper and receiving accolades, she sends her resume to various media outlets in New York, only to face disheartening rejections. The only response she receives is from Runway, a high-profile fashion magazine. While Runway is a coveted position for many, Andrea is far from thrilled. She dreams of being a journalist, yet her interview is for the role of the editor's assistant, a job she doesn't respect. Clueless about fashion and the magazine's reputation, she enters the interview determined to succeed in New York. From the first day, Andrea faces disdain. Her wardrobe stands out as tragically out of style among the fashionistas at Runway, and her boss, Miranda Priestley, played by Meryl Streep, is nothing short of a tyrant. Initially, Andrea considers quitting after the interview, feeling completely out of place. Yet, to her surprise, she is hired. Filled with excitement about her first job, Andrea boasts to her boyfriend Nate and friends. However, the harsh reality soon sets in. On her first day, she's summoned at dawn for an emergency, leading to a grueling schedule filled with late nights. Miranda's relentless demands and the constant pressure to conform to the fashion industry begin to suffocate her. Not only must she adapt to the fast-paced environment, but she also faces the unrealistic beauty standards of the fashion world. Transforming from a size 6 to a size 2 seems nearly impossible, yet Andrea resolves to endure a year at Runway to achieve her dream of becoming a journalist. Despite the unimaginable pressures from her boss and the ongoing rivalry with her colleagues, Andrea learns how to navigate the fashion world. Gradually, she earns Miranda's approval and evolves from an awkward, frumpy girl into a polished, fashionable career woman. However, in her pursuit of success, she loses touch with her former self. Nate, feeling estranged by her transformation, ultimately ends their relationship. Meanwhile, Christian, a writer she admires, begins to subtly entice her. Will Andrea be able to fulfill her dreams and find balance in both love and career? This is where the film officially ends, but with years passed since its release, it's time to explore deeper themes. Watching this glamorous film, I found myself pondering the idea of inevitable choices. Andrea initially works as the second assistant, but as first assistant Emily falters. Miranda begins to trust Andrea more. This leads to crucial moments of choice. When Miranda decides to take Andrea to Paris Fashion Week instead of Emily, Andrea recognizes the hard work Emily has put into this opportunity. Yet, unable to refuse, she reluctantly agrees to go. When she informs Emily about her trip, she emphasizes that it was beyond her control. Yet in Paris, Andrea discovers an essential truth: there is no such thing as a moment where choices are made without one's will. She realizes that every decision has led her to where she is now. All those situations we label as inevitable, whether it's stepping over someone to rise, missing an appointment with a friend due to work, or sacrificing one's dreams, are ultimately shaped by our own choices. In the end, Andrea boldly discards her so-called inevitable circumstances, returning to a place where she has agency. She steps away from the glamorous yet suffocating world of Miranda. While some may view this as a typical Hollywood ending, it encapsulates a deeper truth about life. We often find ourselves faced with choices that seem imposed by others or our circumstances. But when we reflect, we see that we are the ones making those choices. To lessen the burden of accountability, we tell ourselves it was inevitable. Yet in reality, these were decisions we made. I hope life presents us with fewer of these unavoidable situations. After all, it's our life, and a series of choices dictated by others isn't likely to bring happiness, it only leaves behind regret. At the same time, I wish for more moments where we can exercise our choices bravely. I hope we can all find the courage to make inevitable choices that serve ourselves, because the outcomes are ours to bear. One of my favorite moments in the film embodies this joy. I hope that through making our own choices, we can fill our lives with such happy moments. And with that thought, I conclude. Now, let's take a look at the fashion styles that appeared in the movie.